Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the GR Infraprojects Limited Results Conference Call for the quarter and financial year ended March 31st, 2023, hosted by HDFC Securities. This conference may contain forward-looking statements about the company, which are based on beliefs, opinions, and expectations of the company as on the date of this call. These statements are not the guarantees of future performance and involve risks and uncertainties that are difficult to predict. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touch-tone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Parikshit Kandpal from HDFC Securities. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Lizanne. First of all, I'd like to thank GR Infraprojects for giving us this opportunity to host this call. Today, on this call, we have Mr. Rajendra Kumar Agarwal, the Managing Director of GR Infraprojects, and Mr. Anand Rathi, the Group CFO. So, without taking further time, I'd like to hand over the call to Rajendra Kumar Agarwal ji for his opening remarks. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Parikshit ji. Good morning, everyone. मैं राजेंद्र कुमार अग्रवाल आप सभी को फाइनेंशियल ईयर 23 की अर्निंग कॉल में स्वागत करता हूं। आज मेरे साथ कंपनी के ग्रुप सीएफओ श्री आनंद राठी है। हमारी कंपनी ने इस साल स्थापना के 28 साल पूरे किए हैं। हमने अपनी परंपरा को जो कि रोड और हाईवे में और साथ में बैकवर्ड इंटीग्रेशन में है उसको मजबूत करते हुए नए बिजनेस में अपने पोर्टफोलियो में ऐड किए हैं, जैसे कि रोपवे, मल्टी मॉडल लॉजिस्टिक पार्क और टनलिंग वर्क फॉर रेलवे एंड हाइड्रो प्रोजेक्ट्स। अब मैं फाइनेंशियल ईयर 23 की फाइनेंशियल हाइलाइट्स के बारे में आपको बताना चाहूँगा। फाइनेंशियल ईयर 23 में स्टैंडअलोन बेसिस पर हमारी कंपनी का ऑपरेशनल रेवेन्यू करीब 3% इंक्रीज के साथ में 8,147 करोड़ रहा, जो कि पिछले साल 7,919 करोड़ रुपए था। फाइनेंशियल ईयर 23 में कंपनी का एबिटा करीब 3% से बढ़कर 1,313 करोड़ रुपए रहा, जो पिछले फाइनेंशियल ईयर में 1,281 करोड़ रुपए था। फाइनेंशियल ईयर 23 में कंपनी का प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स करीब 12% की दर से बढ़कर 851 करोड़ रहा, जो पिछले फाइनेंशियल ईयर में 760 करोड़ रुपीस था। अब मैं नए ऑर्डर्स के बारे में आपको बताऊं। फाइनेंशियल ईयर 23 में कंपनी का फोकस अपने बिजनेस ऑपरेशन को डाइवर्सिफाई करने में रहा। फाइनेंशियल ईयर 23 में कंपनी को करीब 758 करोड़ रुपए का एक मल्टी मॉडल लॉजिस्टिक पार्क मिला। इसके अलावा 6,550 करोड़ रुपए के 7 रोड प्रोजेक्ट हैंड प्रोजेक्ट्स मिले, 3,613 करोड़ रुपए के 2 रोपवे प्रोजेक्ट्स मिले और 4,224 करोड़ रुपए के 2 टनलिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स जो हाइड्रो और रेलवे के लिए ये मिले हैं। इन प्रोजेक्ट्स में रोपवे के दोनों प्रोजेक्ट्स और टनलिंग प्रोजेक्ट फॉर हाइड्रो में लेटर ऑफ अवार्ड अभी रिसीव होना बाकी है। इन बिड्स को जीतने के साथ कंपनी ने रोपवे, टनल एंड मल्टी मॉडल लॉजिस्टिक पार्क बिजनेस में अपने सेगमेंट में अपना डाइवर्सिफिकेशन किया है। फाइनेंशियल ईयर 23 में कंपनी ने करीब 1,06,000 करोड़ रुपीस की बिड सबमिट की, जिसमें 92,500 करोड़ रुपीस करीब रोड प्रोजेक्ट थे, 2,500 करोड़ रुपए के रोपवे प्रोजेक्ट थे, 5,500 करोड़ रुपए के रेलवे, मेट्रो और टनलिंग प्रोजेक्ट थे और 6,400 करोड़ रुपीस के ट्रांसमिशन प्रोजेक्ट थे। इन में अभी करीब 7,300 करोड़ रुपीस के जो प्रोजेक्ट है, इनके 31 मार्च को इनके रिजल्ट आना बाकी थे। इसमें एक प्रोजेक्ट का बिड ओपन हो चुका है इस साल में, जिसमें हम L1 है और उसकी कॉस्ट करीब 737 करोड़ रुपीस है। कंपनी के ऑर्डर बुक में बात करें तो 31 मार्च को कंपनी की ऑर्डर बुक वैल्यू करीब 26,780 करोड़ रुपीस थी, जिसमें 7,250 करोड़ रुपए के L1 जिनमें अपन L1 प्रोजेक्ट है, लेकिन अभी उनके लेटर ऑफ अवार्ड आने अभी बाकी है। इसके अलावा 737 करोड़ रुपए का एक प्रोजेक्ट जो इस साल में ओपन हुआ है, उसका भी लेटर ऑफ अवार्ड आना बाकी है। ऑर्डर बुक में देखें तो 35% शेयर अब आउटसाइड रोड्स का है, हाईवे डेवलपमेंट का से करीब 65% है। आज कंपनी के पास में करीब 32 बीओटी रोड एसेट्स हैं, जिसमें 10 ऑपरेशनल है और 13 प्रोजेक्ट के ऊपर काम चल रहा है, अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन है, और 9 प्रोजेक्ट की अपॉइंटेड डेट अभी आना बाकी है। इसके अलावा आप जानते ही हैं कि कंपनी ने इन्विट पे काम करना चालू किया है। कंपनी द्वारा सेटल भारत हाईवे इन्विट ने अपने आईपीओ के लिए ड्राफ्ट ऑफर डॉक्यूमेंट सेबी के साथ में फाइल कर दिया है। सेबी और एनएचआई की अप्रूवल आते ही इस जून एंड तक इसको लॉन्च करने का टारगेट है, हम प्लानिंग कर रहे हैं। अब मैं इंडस्ट्री के बारे में बात करना चाहूँगा। 2047 तक देश को डेवलप्ड नेशन बनाने के लिए मोदी जी का एक महत्वपूर्ण जो एजेंडा उनका टारगेट है, इसमें देखेंगे कि इंफ्रा का एक महत्वपूर्ण योगदान है और अपन इसमें सरकार का पूरी तरह से फोकस भी देखते हैं। सरकार ने इस पे काम करने के लिए सबसे बड़ा कि इसमें लॉजिस्टिक कॉस्ट को कम करने के लिए कनेक्टिविटी को इम्प्रूव किया है। कनेक्टिविटी इम्प्रूव में अभी आप देखेंगे भारतमाला, सागरमाला, पर्वतमाला जैसी स्कीम चालू की है। इसके अलावा पावर सस्टेनेबल इम्प्रूव करना और सस्टेनेबल इकोनॉमी बनाने के लिए डिजिटल इंफ्रा बनाना, कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर को करीब 10 लाख करोड़ तक किया है। इसमें देखते हैं कि रोड और रेलवे के लिए करीब 5 लाख करोड़ रुपए है, जिसमें रोड का करीब 2.6 लाख करोड़ है और रेलवे के लिए 2.4 लाख करोड़ रुपीज का कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर का प्रोविजन है। सरकार देश को डेवलप्ड नेशन बनाने के लिए एग्रेसिव तरीके से काम कर रही है और इससे यहाँ पर इंफ्रा में आने वाला समय अपॉर्चुनिटी से भरा हुआ है और हम कंपनी को एक रेस्पॉन्सिबल और एक सस्टेनेबल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बनाने के रास्ते पर चल रहे हैं। हम आपको विश्वास दिलाते हैं कि कंपनी को डबल डिजिट ग्रोथ लाने के लिए इंफ्रा स्पेस की किसी भी सुटेबल अपॉर्चुनिटी को लेने के लिए हम पूरी तरह से तैयार हैं। थैंक यू। अब मैं आनंद जी को हैंड ओवर करता हूं ताकि आपके फाइनेंशियल्स के बारे में आनंद जी आपको बताएंगे।
Thank you, Ajay sir. Yeah, good morning, everyone. So let me take all of you through the financial highlights of the company for the financial year ended 2023. Our standalone revenue from operation increased by almost 228 crore from 7,919 to 8,147 crore for the year ended March 2023. On consolidated basis, our revenue from operation also increased by 1,023 crore approximately to 9,481 crore as of March 2023. Standalone EBITDA margin has remained flat at almost 16.12% for the year. However, if we include other income of 181 crore approximately, our standalone EBITDA margin is around 18%. Our EBITDA margin at console level has increased to 27% in the year ended March 2023 from 20.5% in the year ended March 2022. This increase largely on account of the increase in the finance income recognized in the current period due to revision in the interest rate or bank rates. Our PAT margin at standalone level increased by approximately 12% to 852 crores as compared to 761 crores for the year ended March 2022. Our PAT margin at console level has also increased by approximately 75% to the level of 1,454 crore in the year ended March 2023 as compared to 832 crore approximately in year ended March 2022. Again, this PAT margin increase was because of increase in the or revision in the interest rate at SPV level, that is bank rate. Our standalone net worth is approximately or is stood at 5,215 crore approx at the end of fiscal 2023. Vis-a-vis 4,364 crore at the end of fiscal 2022. Our net worth on console level is around 6,265 crore at the end of fiscal 2023, which was 4,811 crore approximately at the end of fiscal 2022. Our total standalone borrowing at the end of March 23 is around 1,076 crore, which includes short-term borrowing of around 188 crore with debt to equity ratio of 0.21 times. Our total consolidated borrowing outstanding at the end of March 2023 is around 5,679 crore, which includes short-term borrowing of around 188 crores with debt to equity ratio of 0.92. During the year, company has made addition to the fixed asset amounting to rupees 237 crore approximately. Our net block of property, plant and equipment, including capital work in progress, is around 1,494 crore at the end of the financial year 2023. Investment in our subsidiary companies in form of loans and equities is around 1,950 crore at the end of fiscal 2023. It was 1,320 crore at the end of fiscal 2022. Balance promoter contribution, which is required to be infused in next 3 years of period in various BOT asset or BOT projects, around 1,950 or crores. 2,350 crores. Our working capital in days at the end of the year is around 104 days as compared to 73 days at the end of fiscal year 2022. This increase in working capital is primarily because of increase in the group debtors at SPV level. Our trade receivable at the standalone basis are around 1,880 crores at the end of fiscal 2023 as compared to 15.54 crores at the end of fiscal 2022. Our trade receivable at consolidated level are around 461 crores at the end of fiscal 2023 as compared to 555 crores at the end of fiscal 2022. Our unbilled revenue at the standalone basis is around 484 crore at the end of fiscal 2023 as compared to 581 crore at the end of fiscal 2022. Our unbilled revenue at consolidated basis is 134 crore, which has come down from 391 crore, which was the position at the end of fiscal 2022. Our inventory level also has come down to 884 crore at the end of fiscal 2023 as compared to 1,022 crore at the end of fiscal 2022. Our cash balances at standalone basis is around 242 crore at the end of fiscal 2023 as compared to 445 crore at the end of fiscal 2022. Cash balance at console level is around 779 crore at the end of fiscal 2023 as compared to 1,095 crore at the end of fiscal 2022. Our mobilization advance from the NHI outstanding at the end of fiscal 2023 is around 272 crores as compared to 70.5 crore at the end of fiscal 2022. That's all for the financial analysis. I sincerely thanks all of our stakeholders, including employees, business partners, vendors, bankers, and the auditors who have supported the company in its transformation journey. On behalf of GN Project Limited, I thank everybody who is attending the annual call. May I request now to open the floor for question and answers session, please. Thanks.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin with the question and answer session. Anyone wishing to ask a question may please press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is on the line of Shravan Shah from Dolat Capital. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Sir, before asking any questions, sir, it's a humble request if you can upload the presentation at least 3 to 4 hours before the Concall. It would be a great help. So it would be more of a constructive discussion which can help. So that's a humble request from my side. So now.
Sure, Shravan bhai. I mean, see, our board meeting, yesterday it was a board meeting and which actually was running, late. and which happened late in the evening, so we couldn't actually, unless until we finalize the account. So this next time we'll certainly take care of that position.
Okay. Sir, just before the asking to the main operational inflow opportunity question, just a data point on the working capital. So HAM debtor is how much, sir?
So our SPV debtors, so total debtor at a standalone basis is around 1880 crore, right? And out of that 1880 crore, 1443, precisely 1443 is SPV debtors.
Okay, so do we expect this data to reduce going forward? Because that has increased significantly on standalone in terms of the, though I understand it ultimately will receive, but to understand whether this will remain at these levels in terms of going forward in terms of the days at standalone, significantly 84 days versus last year it was 33 days.
See, last year most of the revenue we which we have recorded was from NHAI, and most of the projects were kind of EPC project last year which we executed, right? This time most of the projects are HAM projects, first thing. And second thing, why these HAM debtors are or SP debtors are elevated, reason being that we have not got the disbursement, or it was our this created intentionally by us because we just wanted to have that arbitration advantage. I mean, because it would be kind of arbitrage which we are receiving, right? Arbitrage benefit which we are receiving, because if we are, let's say, getting the disbursement at SPV level, that will be higher interest. And if we are getting interest at GL, I mean loan disbursed at GL level, it would be of lower interest. So that's the kind of arbitrage which we are enjoying. And hence, this position has been maintained like this.
Okay. So now coming to the main inflow execution. So just wanted further clarity in terms of the whatever the orders we have received in terms of the EPC value for this year is how much. Now, how are we looking at in terms of the revenue? So guidance on the revenue margin front and the order inflow for this year.
Order inflow, I think Ajindra has already mentioned in his opening remarks. It is around 6,550 crore for road, right? And MMLP is ultimately multimodal logistic park is a kind of investment which we are supposed to do in next 3 years of time, not next years and next 15 years of time, right? And that 6,550 crore if we talk about it's a EPC. I would say it's a EPC value. It's not BPC value. It's EPC value which we are talking about, 550 crores, right? And that 4,224 crore which was of tunnel, that is again EPC value. So only except for ropeways, which is 3,600 crore approximately, where we have to because so far we haven't received the LOA for ropeways, and hence what we are quoting over here is that the bid price, right? And probably will be, once we receive the LOA, will be again declaring that EPC value, what will be the EPC value of those ropeways. But otherwise, for except ropeways, every other value is the EPC value only, right? And in terms of the order executions, see, what we believe is that whatever projects so far we have received in current year, right, we'll be able to start operation on those projects by the month of, so in next 6 months, maybe from October. And what we are further targeting is more EPC projects, because this time what we have seen is that the competition in EPC is going down. Not much players are participating in the EPC project, and which is even evident into that tunnel project which we got for railway as well as hydro, right? So what we believe is that we'll be able to take more EPC projects, and we'll be able to have growth of around double-digit kind of growth if we target our EPC projects bidding and all that. And in terms of margin, yes, of course, if we are, so far we have maintained our margin that if we are doing BOT projects, our margin would be in the range of 15%. And if we are, executing EPC projects, it would be in the range of 12 to 13%. That kind of, guidance or that kind of, with that kind of philosophy we are bidding. I hope I answer your question.
Sir, just to clarify on that, so for this year we are looking at kind of a 10% revenue growth. Margin you already mentioned. And in terms of the order inflow, how much we are looking at, and we are already seeing the more EPC. So broadly, how much are you looking at from the HAM? How much, if you can also break it up, and whatever the more projects in terms of the bid pipeline, also if you can help us to will be more useful for us.
इसमें क्या है कि अभी प्रोजेक्ट्स आ रहे हैं, हैम पे अपना फोकस एज कंटिन्यू रहेगा ही रहेगा, लेकिन इस साल हम ईपीसी में भी फोकस कर रहे हैं। ईपीसी में अभी गवर्नमेंट के बड़ी साइज के प्रोजेक्ट्स आ रहे हैं जहां पर हमको लगता है कंपटीशन कम रहेगा, कम प्लेयर रहेंगे, तो इसके ऊपर फोकस करेंगे। तो अगर ईपीसी प्रोजेक्ट्स के एड ऑन होते हैं तो हम लोग सोचते हैं कि 10% मतलब डबल डिजिट ग्रोथ हमारी रहनी चाहिए।
और in terms of order inflow अगर अपन बात करेंगे, so this year we are targeting kind of north of 20,000 crore of orders, और उसमें आप ये समझ लो कि if we talk about road HAMs, so it would be in the range of again 10,000 crore, 5,000-6,000 crore would be kind of EPC, be it road or tunnel or other civil works, right? And 3,000-4,000 crore की हम लोग power, ropeway, those projects also we are targeting.
Okay, and then lastly, the breakup of the equity 2,350 crore. So 24, 25, 26 में कितना हम लोग ऐड कर रहे हैं?
Current year our target equity infusion target is around 850 to 900 crore, and going forward it will be in the range of 800 crore.
Okay. Thank you, and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to the participants, anyone wishing to ask a question, may please press star and 1. The next question is in the line of Alok Devra from Motilal Oswal. Please go ahead.
Sir, good morning. Sir, just a couple of questions. So first on the ropeway project. So we sir L1 we had received we were L1 in February. अभी तक LOA भी आया नहीं है. So what is the typical timeline for these projects?
भाई जनरली क्या है कि ये रोपवे के गवर्नमेंट फर्स्ट टाइम प्रोजेक्ट कर रही है। जनरली हाईवे में तो स्टैंडर्ड सेट है, तुरंत प्रोजेक्ट आती आपके विद इन 10 और 15 डेज एलओए अवार्ड हो जाता है, लेकिन रोपवे फर्स्ट टाइम गवर्नमेंट कर रही है। इसके ऊपर वर्किंग चल रहा है, गवर्नमेंट का एनालिसिस चल रहा है और जल्दी हमको एलओए मिलने की संभावना है।
तो सर अगर सपोज जैसे अभी वी आर सिटिंग ऑलमोस्ट 3 मंथ हो गया, अभी से जून तक एलओए आता है, तो उसके बाद सिमिलर लाइक रोड है इसमें भी फिर आपको फाइनेंशियल क्लोजर के भी कुछ महीने लगेंगे ना?
जी, तो उसके लिए टाइमलाइन डिफाइंड है। जिस तरह से हम में 5+1 month फॉर एग्रीमेंट एंड 5 months फॉर फाइनेंशियल क्लोजर, ये वो टाइमलाइन उसी तरह से डिफाइंड है।
राइट। तो सर इसमें भी सर एटलीस्ट इन FY24 तो कुछ रेवेन्यू आएगा नहीं?
FY24 में रेवेन्यू कुछ तो आना चाहिए। मतलब
इसमें क्या होगा कि मतलब environmental conditions are more conducive during second half, I would say, because इसमें financial closure के लिए maybe we may not be taking much of time, और इसमें क्या land acquisition ropeway, particularly for the ropeway segment, land acquisition is not a big issue. So I think we can start early. I mean, even if let's say we get the LOA in the month of June, we can target, for our execution to be started, let's say by the month of October end. That's our target. That's how we think. And looking always, because this is the first time, so it's very difficult to say on the confirmation. It's very difficult.
Sure. And also sir, ये अभी ये जो new project दिए हैं, so you have been talking about कि कि थोड़ा learning phase हो है, especially for these new projects. तो अभी सर मार्जिन प्रोफाइल कैसा दिखेगा ये सर? इसमें थोड़ा अगर आप उस पर काइंड ऑफ बता सके मार्जिन हाउ विल इट लुक लाइक, बिकॉज अभी तो आपका जो 14.5% मार्जिन है वो तो पूरा हैम प्रोजेक्ट ड्रिवन है, तो वो हैम रोड प्रोजेक्ट। तो अभी ये सब प्रोजेक्ट जब एग्जीक्यूशन में आएंगे तो मार्जिन हाउ इट वुड शेप अप?
See, no doubt competition has increased into this particularly highway industry. So earlier we used to have 17-18% kind of EBITDA margin when we were targeting HAM projects. So अभी उतना margin तो नहीं है. That's why we have lowered down it to 14 to 15% kind of EBITDA margin for HAM projects. EPC में 12-13%. मतलब again depend on if we are let's say enter into new sector, जैसे अपन टनल के लिए टारगेट कर रहे हैं, तो there would the EPC margin would be higher, right? I mean that's how we believe, and ultimately margin would be once we execute the project, then only will be whatever number which is formed up in terms of after execution वो तो आएगा. But that target is that probably in road sector we may end up kind of 12-13% kind of EPC margin, or and in any other sector we'll be targeting more than again 13-14% kind of 1 or 2% here and there, right? But HAM projects we are still targeting 14-15% kind of EBITDA margin.
And what about this ropeway project, sir?
Ropeway project, of course, is the first kind of project we are target would be higher, right? But ये मतलब that's I mean, because most of इसमें क्या ropeway में we have to have tie up with foreign partner also, and that process is also on. So once we close on that, then only we'll be able to. But yes, of course, I mean our target is higher than 15%.
तो टारगेट तो जब नए प्रोजेक्ट के अंदर जाते हैं तो टारगेट तो हायर ही रहता है, लेकिन हम ये भी मानते हैं कि कुछ लर्निंग कॉस्ट आएगी, तो फिर भी जो एग्जिस्टिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स है उनसे हायर रहना चाहिए मार्जिन.
श्योर. जस्ट लास्ट क्वेश्चन सर, ये अभी जो 19,500 crore का जो आपने ऑर्डर बुक इन प्रेजेंटेशन यू हैव प्रोवाइडेड, दिस इंक्लूड्स ऑल द प्रोजेक्ट्स के L1 वाले सब नहीं इंक्लूडेड है?
नहीं, इसमें L1 नहीं जुड़ा हुआ है. L1 where LOA is pending, that is excluded.
अच्छा, ओके. तो जो L1 है वो नहीं है ना, मतलब?
हाँ, L1 है वो नहीं है, करीब 7,000 crore की है. 7,000.
तो आई थिंक ये आपका टनल, ये वाला टनल प्रोजेक्ट नहीं होगा और 2 रोपवे के प्रोजेक्ट नहीं है.
राइट एग्जैक्टली.
श्योर. ठीक है सर, इफ आई हैव मोर क्वेश्चंस आई विल कम बैक इन द क्यू. थैंक यू एंड ऑल द बेस्ट.
Thank you. The next question is on the line of Bharani Vijay Kumar from Spark Capital. Please go ahead.
Good morning, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah.
So my question is on the NHAI industry data. So we don't seem to have the exact data on FY23's projects awarded by NHAI. So any color on the amount of projects awarded, say, by kilometers in 23, whether the target was met, and what would be FY24's target by NHAI?
See, in FY23, NHAI target was around 6,500 kilometers and awarded almost 6,000 kilometers, right? It's almost 1.25 lakh crores, I think they have awarded. And for the current year also, the target for NHAI is in the same range. Maybe they might be doing some extra work to take up whatever last year target which was which will be fulfilled, right? So this year it would be again in the range of same range, 1.25 lakh crore to 1.5 lakh crore for this current year.
Okay, so it will be flattish. So say from year on year basis.
Yeah, it should be flattish because see, this time they have to award probably in 9 months, first 9 months, because last 3 months would be kind of code of conduct scheme coming into picture. So because of election year, right? So this time this activity would be done in 9 months instead of 12 months.
Sure. What is the visibility in road projects post FY24 once the Bharatmala phase 1 is over, sir?
I think Bharatmala phase 2 is also been declared, right? So visible, what we believe is that for next 3 to 4 years, I think the road would be having the same kind of order awards.
Around 1.3 lakh crore per year.
Right.
Okay.
And in fact, what has happened? The government is also now supporting the state government. So now, various state government has come up with their own state highway development program and all that. And probably not only from NHAI side. See, what has happened in last 3-4 years is that not all the states were participating into kind of road development program. Now more states would be coming in, to participate in the road development program, where government has even specifically allocated, kind of budget of approximately 1.3 lakh crores as a incentive to state governments, right, for their infra development programs.
Okay. My final question is on the competition in NHAI projects award. So what do you think is NHAI going to do or is doing to address the competition from small and medium-sized players who started participating in the bids post relaxation of this bidding eligibility norms? Because that would help in the competition coming down, margins probably coming back to earlier levels.
गवर्नमेंट का तो एजेंडा तो ये रहता है कि कंपटीशन बढ़े, लेकिन अभी कोविड के समय के बाद में कुछ रिलैक्सेशन उन्होंने दिए थे, लेकिन देखिए कि परफॉर्मेंस की वजह से गवर्नमेंट को ये जो पैरामीटर है वो वापस टाइट करने पड़ेंगे। अभी इन्होंने जो हैम प्रोजेक्ट के लिए रेटिंग का प्रोविजन स्टार्ट किया है, लेकिन ये शुरुआत है। धीरे धीरे जब जो नॉन परफॉर्मर है कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स, उनके ऊपर गवर्नमेंट एक्शन ले रही है। अभी पीछे कुछ समय में एक्शन लिए भी हैं, और मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जो नॉन परफॉर्मर है उनको गवर्नमेंट देखेगी कि इनको किस तरह से बाहर किया जाए, उससे इंडस्ट्री थोड़ा सा इम्प्रूवमेंट होगा।
And additionally, in BOT project, I don't think that kind of competition is sustainable, where you have to also, concern has to bring in equity also. So, if somebody who's bidding into HAM projects, they has to contribute almost 15 to 16% kind of project value in form of equity, while the margin would be in the range of 10, 12, 13, 14%, whatever, right? So it's very difficult to grow on that particular model, and that competition is not sustainable at least. So probably in my view, maybe 6 months down the line or 1 year down the line, that company will certainly go up.
Okay. One more thing, NHAI was planning to reduce their equity commitment from 40% to a lower number. So where is that initiative? Is it going to happen or is it still?
I think the last year NHAI was quite active on this particular front, but I don't think that activity is still going on. Maybe at some point of time, if NHAI realize that the competition is going, non-serious players are coming in, and that project progress, and which is even visible also. But once they probably acknowledge that fact, then only they'll be started. I think so. I mean, so far I don't think that file is in movement.
Okay. Thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Parvez Qazi from Novama Group. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, and thanks for taking my question. So my first question is on the capex front. What is the kind of capex that we expect in FY24?
See, that capex would be in the same range, kind of 200 to 300 crore kind of. We are target depending on the number of projects. If let's say we are getting more EPC, then certainly it would be near to 300 crore. But if we are getting more hand, that again it would be kind of replacement value. I mean depreciation probably which we are incurring on a yearly basis. It's a kind of just kind of replacement of existing assets.
Sure. And second question is in continuation with the previous participant. In FY23, we saw that while the number of bidders did come down for road projects, competition was kind of pretty high. And we saw a decline in the value of HAM projects awarded also. So what do we feel in FY24? Will we see more HAM projects getting awarded this year? Just wanted to get your views on that.
Yeah, this year being the election year, probably government would be, what we believe is that, kind of ramping up their awarding activity in first 9 months and going by the direction of that allocation of the budget for the highway program, right? What we believe is that more awarding would be, that's the guidance given by the government, right? And I think that there will be more traction in terms of road award and all that for the current year.
Sure. Thanks. All the best for future.
Thanks.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Jiten Rishi from Axis Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, sir, and congratulations on good set of numbers. So my first question is on your JV with IndiGrid. So you said that you'll be identifying few projects and you'll be bidding in JV. So how is this JV shaping up? Because any update on that, sir?
No, that So that JV is live, and we have been, working on those. We are working on those more projects. I would say whatever projects being identified, by JV, and we are participating in the highway project. No, sorry, it's transmission projects, right?
Right.
So JV or individual basis.
In the JV, sir, India Grid will also participate in the form of equity, or it will be initial equity from your side, and then you'll be flipping the asset to India Grid?
So what kind of models are there, right? Where IndiGrid is also, equally interested, they would be, putting their own equity also during the construction, and where we believe that we would be able to execute those projects efficiently, and probably then we can, put in our equity, and then it can be ultimately get transferred to IndiGrid. So what kind of...
So any outstanding bids in the JV right now, which is yet to open?
No, not yet.
Okay. And sir, on the outstanding bid pipeline, so obviously you have in the opening remarks that out of 7,300 crore, one project has opened. So what would be the existing NHAI bid pipeline and PONT bid pipeline, which is outstanding, not what you have bidded, but in general, what is the bid pipeline from both the authority, and anything on the railways, or where the bid pipeline, upcoming bid pipeline, if you can highlight about in the rupee which you are targeting. So to understand what is the pipeline and how we are targeting, and we are also given the breakup of the inflows which you are targeting of 20,000 crores, just to understand the dynamics, because we have short like 9 months in terms of project award this year, probably 9 to 10 months.
See, this time, railway also is coming with kind of, big EPC projects. I would say, generally, historically, railway has been awarding, smaller kind of EPC project. But this time, what we have been given understanding is that railway is also coming with a big size. The big size, I would say, big size means in the range of 800,000 crore kind of EPC projects that probably, will be bidded out by the railway projects. And of course, that railway budget has got, good increase. It's almost 10% kind of budget allocation that has been increased by, for railway ministry. And highway also, they have good decent increase. So increase of...
that is true. But I'm just saying, any outstanding, current NHAI outstanding bid pipeline and from the MOT, because we have seen MOT also allocation has gone up in the budget significantly, and we are looking for MOT project. We have got one MOT project, right?
Right. So we are bidding for both MOT or NHAI or OMS. So it's almost outstanding pipeline for NHAI would be
88,000 crore के काम अभी
88,000 crore.
88,000, right.
So MOT का कितना रहेगा?
Maximum
it's a MOT or NHAI maximum is being awarded by NHAI only. So that's, see, road may we don't differentiate in terms of what we are getting from MOT or what we are getting from.
Got it.
And we are bidding for even MOT or NHAI. It doesn't don't make any difference.
Right. So just one bookkeeping. So you said equity requirement is around 2,350 crores. So what was said in Q4 and FY23?
So my investment as of March 20.
So in March, in FY23, not as on March.
So March 22, it was around 1,300 crore. Now it is 650 crores, right? So out of that, so almost 500 crore which we invested during the year FY2023.
Right? Okay, 500 crore. Okay. And sir, on this long gestation or long cycle projects, so now you said that based on the current order backlogs, obviously there were two projects where LO is pending, but assuming 20,000 crore of backlog, you are expecting a 10% revenue growth this year. So in this 20,000 crore, so what could be the contribution from the newer projects which we have won in Q4? Any, or whether they will be contributing, or it will be like in FY25? So can you just highlight that, sir?
Yeah. So what we are targeting is that probably from EPC segment, and why we are targeting it is that what we believe is that more states would be participating in the infra development, and probably so far we are not that much active in terms of state infra, but because more projects are being financed by they are getting central government aid, and where we believe that financing would be sound at state level also, and will be able to participate on the EPC, because not much BOT project which we are anticipating from the state. Yes, but more EPC project we are anticipating at the state level and will be participating on those projects. That's our target, and going by that, probably we'll be able to execute around 2,000 or 2,500 crore EPC projects at the current year. That's how our target is.
In the revenue mix, probably 2,000.
Mr. Rishi,
I'll come back.
Thank you.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure that the management is able to address questions from all participants in this conference, we request you to limit your questions to 2 per participant only. We'll move on to the next question. That is on the line of Akash Dhanuka, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Good morning, sir, and congratulations on a good set of numbers. Sir, लाइक अपने जब पिछले बार बात किए थे ना, इन Q3 का कॉन्फ्रेंस कॉल जब हुआ था, तो वो इंटरेस्ट इनकम को लेके था जो अपने कंसोलिडेटेड लेवल पे एक्स्ट्रा आ जाता है बिकॉज वो NHAI से आता है. तो आपने बोला था कि वो आगे चल के नहीं आएगा. तो बस मैं ये समझना चाह रहा था सर, क्योंकि अपना स्टैंडअलोन और कंसोलिडेटेड में EPS का बहुत जो प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी का बहुत फर्क पड़ जाता है, 70% जंप आ जाता है. तो इस बार क्योंकि आपने लास्ट टाइम बोला था कि अब नहीं आएगा, तो इस बार से अपने पैट मार्जिन क्या पकड़े सर कंसोलिडेटेड लेवल पे?
कंसोलिडेटेड लेवल पे जो इंटरेस्ट इनकम जो इनकम आता है, वो हमने आपको पहले भी बताया होगा. इट्स मोर बिकॉज ऑफ रेट मूवमेंट, इंटरेस्ट रेट मूवमेंट. इफ देयर इज एनी इंटरेस्ट, लेट्स से इफ इंटरेस्ट रेट इज मूविंग इन अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन, तो मेरा इनकम इमीडिएटली आ जाता है, राइट. सो रादर आई वुड से, अभी आप ये समझो कि माई इंटरेस्ट इनकम at console level, what I'll be getting from NHAI is आज की डेट में, because it's bank rate plus 3, which says that 9.75%. So whatever amount which I have advanced to NHAI in form of, जब मैं BOT project execute कर रहा हूँ, तो it's kind of that कि मैं 40% NHAI is making upfront payment and 60% is, basically getting accumulated at NHAI level. तो जैसे जैसे मैं प्रोजेक्ट एग्जीक्यूट करते जाता हूँ, राइट, उस पर मेरे को 9.75% फ्रॉम द डेट ऑफ COD NHAI स्टार्टेड गिविंग मी, NHAI विल स्टार्ट गिविंग मी इंटरेस्ट ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर अमाउंट. अगर मेरा वो प्रोजेक्ट ड्यूरिंग कंस्ट्रक्शन है, तो आई एम नॉट गेटिंग एनी इंटरेस्ट. इट ओनली आफ्टर दैट वंस आई रिसीव द COD, तब मेरे को 9.75% इंटरेस्ट मिलता है. तो आज की डेट में अगर मैं बोलूँ ऑपरेशनल प्रोजेक्ट में मेरे पास में NHAI के साथ में या अदर देन NHAI हो गया, चाहे स्टेट है में, तो उसमें करीब 6,000 करोड़ का मेरा एडवांस है, जहाँ पे मेरे को इंटरेस्ट मिलता है, राइट. अब ये इंटरेस्ट अगर कम हो या ज़्यादा हो, राइट, इंटरेस्ट रेट अगर कम होगी ज़्यादा होगी, तो मेरे को उसका इमीडिएट इम्पैक्ट लेना पड़ता है ऑन द सेम फाइनेंशियल ईयर जिसमें ये मूवमेंट हो रहा है, राइट. एंड गोइंग फॉरवर्ड मेरे को करीब सो आई हैव टू एडजस्ट इट अकॉर्डिंगली. मतलब कभी कम हो गया तो मेरे को नुकसान आ जाएगा, कभी ज़्यादा हो गया तो मेरे को प्रॉफिट आ जाएगा. बट वो इंटरेस्ट वैसे मिलेगा 9.75%. मतलब वो आप मान सकते हो कि अदर देन ऑपरेशनल प्रॉफिट जो मेरा GR लेवल पे है, GR पे मेरा ऑपरेशनल प्रॉफिट जो है प्लस उस पे जो मेरा इंटरेस्ट मिलता है SPV लेवल पे, और माइनस SP लेवल पे आई हैव टू बेसिकली पे इंटरेस्ट ऑल्सो टू द लेंडर. तो ये थोड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड सिचुएशन बनता है. तो रादर देन, मतलब मैं जनरली बोलता हूँ सर कि रादर देन लुकिंग एट दैट कंसोलिडेटेड मार्जिन, बिकॉज हमारा एग्जीक्यूशन से मार्जिन GR लेवल पे आ रहा है. व्हाट वी आर गेटिंग एट कंसोल लेवल एडिशनल मार्जिन इज दैट द इंटरेस्ट विच आई मीन नेट इंटरेस्ट विच एक्चुअली आफ्टर मेकिंग पेमेंट टू द लेंडर्स, व्हाट इंटरेस्ट रिमेन्स ओवर देयर इन SPV, वो मेरे को ऊपर मिलता है. दिस इज द पिक्चर.
मैं समझ गया सर. मैं बस इसलिए कंसोलिडेटेड लेवल पे ही पूछना चाह रहा था, क्योंकि अपना जो सेल्स है वो स्टैंडअलोन और कंसोलिडेटेड में 16% बढ़ के आता है. तो जब मैं मार्जिन कैलकुलेशन करता हूँ 16% ऊपर पे, तो मेरा वो EPS का कैलकुलेशन चेंज हो जाता है ना सर. इसलिए बार बार कंसोलिडेटेड पूछना, समझना चाह रहा था.
वो आप सही कह रहे हो सर, बट इसमें कंसोलिडेटेड लेवल पे जो मार्जिन है, व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज, वो थोड़ा नोशनल मार्जिन है. इट इज नॉट दैट दिस मार्जिन इज रियलाइज्ड. अदर समझो, इट्स बिकॉज ऑफ इंडियस अकाउंटिंग. मेरे को नेक्स्ट अभी क्या हो गया, बिकॉज इंटरेस्ट रेट बढ़ गया एंड वट एवर कैश फ्लो विच इज एक्रूइंग टू मी नेक्स्ट 15 years फ्रॉम NHAI. अभी क्या इंटरेस्ट रेट बढ़ गया तो मेरे को 15 साल का कैश फ्लो बढ़ गया. और उसको मैं इमीडिएटली आज डिस्काउंट करके आज की डेट में मैं इनकम बुक कर लेता हूँ, एंड हेंस माई कंसोलिडेटेड रेवेन्यू बोलो चाहे कंसोलिडेटेड मार्जिन बोलो वो बढ़ जाता है एकदम से। अब जैसे इंटरेस्ट रेट घट जाएगा आज से, राइट, अगर कल को घट गया तो मेरे को कंसोलिडेटेड मेरा फ्यूचर कैश फ्लो घट जाएगा और अकॉर्डिंगली मेरे को मेरा वैल्यू कम करना पड़ेगा और मेरा मार्जिन कम हो जाएगा कंसोल लेवल पे। सो अगर आपको कंसोल लेवल पे देखना है तो यू जस्ट probably, I mean, my interest cost is, let's say, 8% in general, and my interest revenue is 9.75%. आप अगर ऐसा समझोगे 1.5% का मेरे को आर्बिट्राज है which I am getting at console level for whatever amount which I have kept invested, you know, at console level. अगर NHI में मेरा बाकी कितना है 4,000 करोड़ है तो उसमें मेरे को 1.5% का फायदा मिलेगा. That is my interest income at console level. आप यूँ समझ सकते हैं.
ठीक है, तो सर बस आप दोनों फिर गाइडेंस बता पाए अगर.
May we request that you return to the question queue, sir? There are participants waiting for their turn. Thank you. Participants, we request you to restrict your questions to 2 per participant only. The next question is on the line of Prem Khurana from Anand Rathi Shares. Please go ahead.
Hello. Yeah, thank you for taking my question, sir. Sir, I mean, just to understand our ropeway and multi-modal logistics park for a little better, I mean, given the fact that these are somewhat new segments for us, I mean, we don't have much, I mean, in terms of experience in these. I mean, is it fair to assume we don't? I mean, the idea would be, I mean, you're carrying really extra risk, right? Because these are somewhat new projects for us. So, is it fair to assume that, I mean, when you bid for these, I mean, IRR expectation compared to, let's say, road hybrid would be higher with these? Would you be able to quantify, I mean, how much would be the difference between, let's say, if you go and bid for road hybrid and what the number would be for, let's say, ropeway or multimodal logistics parks?
So if I could understand your question exactly, I mean, correctly, what you are asking is what is the IRR which we are targeting for, you know, different, I mean, road sector or ropeway sector, or I mean, is that your question is?
Yes, and how does it compare to, let's say, road hybrids? Because we've been doing roads for some time now, right? So we understand all the risks very, very well, and which is where, I mean, you're able to price it better. But ropeway, I mean, essentially these would be the first project that we would be able to do, and which is where, I mean, there could be some risk. I mean, obviously, I mean, you would have considered all the risk possible, but then obviously, I mean, there could still be some risks which are not visible at this point in time. So have we built significant cushion to kind of cover for these unforeseen events?
So if you talk about ropeway, right? Ropeway, you know, its execution is kind of, you know, we are very well aware of. It's only different terrain we have to, you know, and terrain also. I won't say that this kind of terrain we have worked extensively so far, but yes, of course, I mean, we have got good experience in terms of our past history, right, while working in those kind of terrains, and why we have entered into ropeway is, of course, that we are not able to get good margin because of the competition which exists in the roadways highway sector, right? And we are just diversify our portfolio from, and we just want to diversify our operation from highway to ropeway. Probably will be, you know, with the target of getting higher IRR or higher margin if we are entering into. And of course, just as Ajay Chandra bataya, there may be some unforeseen risk, right? But still, what we believe is that while, you know, we'll be having, you know, after you know, even if we, you know, encounter that kind of unforeseen risk, then also ultimately will be end up by, you know, having more margin compared to road. Because see, road is, I believe that because of the competition, it's very difficult to, you know, increase IRR in road sector as of now. Once competition goes away, then probably we'll be able to, you know, increase the IRR again. And it's not that kind of engineering is required in this kind of competitive environment. So that's why we enter into ropeway. Our MMLP is again because we have, you know, got good sense in terms of geography. It's MP, Madhya Pradesh, that in Indore we have, you know, targeted our first MMLP, and where we have got good presence in terms of our operation, because most of the projects in last 4-5 years we have executed in MP, and we are very well aware of the statistics of that Indore city or around the city, and then we have understood that what MLP is, probably what kind of activities will be done, or what kind of revenue will be getting over the next 45 years. That concession is for 45 years. And hence, we are of firm belief that we'll be able to deliver good kind of return even while entering. It's a long gestation again. It's a small ticket. I would say it's a investment would be in the range of 800 crore, but I suppose that return would be for longer duration, for next 45 years, and where we believe that we'll be getting good return, good IRR while entering into our and of course geography was quite understood by us because we were there.
Sure. And sir, and just to continue on the ropeway part, so I mean, from our channel checks, what we gather, what we've been made to believe is essentially in kind of projects, the O&M part is slightly trickier to predict because there are multiple mechanical portions as well, right? I mean, when you operating these projects, so would you concur with this thought process wherein, I mean, the initial EPCs, I mean, you still would be able to kind of project it better, but then O&M could still be trickier depending on the number of passengers that you carry and if there are any mechanical failures at a later date? And how does O&M work in case of ropeway? I mean, for hybrids now it's fairly clear, it's 0.5% of bid project cost, but how does it work for ropeways?
Yeah, so see, O&M, so there are two parts, O&M revenue and O&M execution, right?
Yes.
So O&M revenue in ropeway, one part is fixed, which will be getting over the period of next 15 years, right? And one part is variable, which again depends on the passenger using that ropeway system, right? If the passenger number goes up, we'll be getting more revenue. So it's got some little bit flavor of kind of also, and what we believe is that going forward, that the passenger would be, and the number of users using ropeway would be, increasing. So that is one aspect. And second aspect about is that O&M execution, right? There, I think what we have done is that see this ropeway technology, worldwide there are 3 or 4 players who are, into this ropeway technology, and so we have to enter into sort of MOU or on back-to-back kind of arrangement for those players, with those players who are pioneer into this technology, and we have good. So we are in touch with 2 or 3 people, right, who are active in this particular space worldwide, and we have got quotation also. We have got kind of their estimate for O&M basis that we have bid. And then technology remains with them, of course. Yes, as we move on into the ropeway segment, probably, but the government vision is very much clear. Make in India kind of concept probably will be, once that more ropeway would be awarded, we'll be able to, and we'll be targeting even kind of manufacturing in India also, and the technology part also probably will be doing. I mean, I can't say right now. Probably it will be the outcome of the future how ropeway, how Parvatmala programs goes from right now.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you. I have a few more. I'll come back to you. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from Ashish from JM Financial. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. So first question, what is the EPC value X of GST of the orders which you've still not taken in the order book? What would be, that number?
You mean to say L1 status?
हाँ, जो L1 आपके projects है ना, जो 3 है, उसका X GST EPC value कितना होगा sir?
See, that tunnel project ना, which is 3600 crore. जो है, that is including of GST, so 18% is to be excluded from that. And ropeway is excluding GST, but that is BPC, right? So once we receive the alloy, then we'll work around and probably we'll be able to declare that EPC value.
Right. But so broadly, जैसे हमें, it tends to be right 85% or so of the BPC. This would be more than that?
You can take that kind of number, yes, of course. But so far we have not worked on to.
Sure. But broadly, उस range में होगा.
Yeah.
Right, sir. Sure. Secondly, sir, ये जो equity contribution आपने mention किया, that includes the equity requirement for the L1 projects also?
No.
Two ropeway projects. L1.
No.
Okay, so उसका requirement will be over and above that.
That would be in the range of 250 to 300 crores.
250.
Because see, in ropeway it is 40% which we have to mobilize as a concessionaire. 60% is upfront payment by NHAI.
Right. Sure. And there is one project in the order book which is older HAM which is still awaiting appointed date, Bamni to MH Telangana border. So उसका appointed date कब expected है sir?
अब उसमें क्या कुछ फॉरेस्ट और उसकी क्लियरेंस का इशू था, अभी काफी एडवांस स्टेज पर है, मेरे को लगता है अगले 2-3 महीने में उसका आना चाहिए.
By June end we target.
Okay, but given that monsoon, will we take or will it get pushed to September?
Depending on the strike situation, monsoon को क्या है, it's very. See, monsoon may start in April and may end up to November, right?
वो 2 year का कंस्ट्रक्शन पीरियड है, मानसून तो 2 तो आएंगे, तभी आ जाओ.
Right. Yeah, that's all, sir. Thank you. I'll come back.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking the last question. That is on the line of Aditya Bhartiya from Investec. Please go ahead.
Hi, good morning, sir. So ये जो आपने रेलवेज में अपॉर्चुनिटीज बताई, इसमें कौन-कौन से एरियाज में रेलवेज में हम काम करेंगे जहाँ पे प्रोजेक्ट साइजेस थोड़े बढ़ रहे हैं? एंड सेकेंड चीज जो आप बोले कि शायद ईपीसी का एग्जीक्यूशन 2,500 करोड़ इस ईयर में हो जाएगा, तो उनमें कौन से ईपीसी प्रोजेक्ट्स का अपने को लग रहा है कि जल्दी एग्जीक्यूशन शुरू हो जाएगा?
रेलवे में अगर अपन देखते हैं तो रेलवे में जो ट्रैक लेंगे, अपन जिस तरह से काम करें, इंटीग्रेटेड प्रोजेक्ट पे काम कर रहे हैं, थोड़ा साइजेबल अगर रेलवे के प्रोजेक्ट्स आते हैं तो अपने लिए अपॉर्चुनिटी रहेगी. अभी जो रेलवे के पिछले टाइम में आए, थोड़े जो साइज थी प्रोजेक्ट की वो लेस देन मतलब 500 करोड़ थी, 300-200 करोड़ की ऐसी थी, लेकिन अब वो 500 करोड़ की अपॉर्चुनिटी आती है तो अपन काम करेंगे. और टनलिंग में वैसे भी इस तरह के प्रोजेक्ट्स जो होते हैं उसमें अपन काम करेंगे. और सेकंड आपका
जो 2000 करोड़ का ईपीसी है, सो बेसिकली इसमें स्टेट एज वेल एज एनएचआई, अभी एनएचआई के भी कई सारे ईपीसी प्रोजेक्ट विच आर इनटू पाइपलाइन, हम लोग बिड कर रहे हैं उसको. एंड देयर वी बिलीव दैट कि ईपीसी में थोड़ा कंपटीशन, आई मीन इट्स आवर बिलीव दैट कंपटीशन इन द ईपीसी विल बी कमिंग डाउन. कुछ महाराष्ट्र के ईपीसी प्रोजेक्ट है विच इज आल्सो देयर इन द पाइपलाइन.
स्टेट गवर्नमेंट भी काफी अच्छे लेवल पे आ रहे हैं. महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट ने भी करीब 50,000 करोड़ के ईपीसी प्रोजेक्ट लगा रखे हैं, तो और उनकी साइज भी अच्छी है. तो इस साइज के प्रोजेक्ट पे काम करने वाली कंपनीज भी कम है, हमको लगता है कंपटीशन कम रहेगा, हमको अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी.
ओके, तो ये जो आपने 2,500 करोड़ बोला, ये तो ये रेवेन्यू नंबर है ना? ऑर्डर फ्लो तो आप कुछ
रेवेन्यू नंबर, ऑर्डर वुड बी, ऑर्डर तो आप समझ लो 7-8 करोड़ का लेना चाहिए. दैट्स हाउ वी आर टारगेटिंग 5 to 7,000 करोड़.
अंडरस्टूड. एंड रेलवे से सर आपने किस एरियाज में ऑर्डर्स हो सकते हैं ये जिनमें अपनी कैपेबिलिटी रहेगी?
एरिया मीन्स मतलब ईपीसी अभी जैसे ट्रैक लिंक तो हम लोग कर ही रहे हैं, राइट? टनलिंग भी हो गया,
सिविल वर्क है, टनलिंग है, ट्रैक लिंक है,
क्या सर? इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन भी टारगेट करेंगे अपन?
इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन, केवल इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन के जो प्रोजेक्ट्स होते हैं उनमें जनरली हम पार्टिसिपेट नहीं करते हैं, पर इंटीग्रेटेड जो प्रोजेक्ट्स होते हैं जिनमें इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन होता है वो हम लोग देखते हैं.
अंडरस्टूड. एंड लास्ट चीज सर, जो अपनी इंजीनियरिंग टीम होती है या एग्जीक्यूशन टीम होती है या अपने पास जो इक्विपमेंट है वो कितना फंजिबल होता है? अभी आप जैसे नए एरियाज में जा रहे हैं, उसके लिए कुछ नई कैपेबिलिटीज चाहिएंगे, नए लोग चाहिएंगे या कैसे रहता है?
इक्विपमेंट तो कंस्ट्रक्शन में कॉमन ही है. कुछ एडिशनल अभी जैसे टनल वर्क करेंगे तो उसमें कुछ इक्विपमेंट नए चाहिए, अदरवाइज सेम है और कैपेबिलिटी है. और एरिया वाइज जहाँ तक सवाल है, कुछ लोग तो होते ही हैं जो एरिया के हिसाब से सुपरवाइजर्स वगैरह, ड्राइवर्स वगैरह, तो उस एरिया में ही काम करते हैं, उस एरिया के हिसाब से हम लोग देखते हैं. और जहाँ प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीट होता है तो वहाँ से वो लोग हट जाते हैं. ये तो मतलब चलता रहता है.
समझ कर. परफेक्ट. थैंक यू सो मच सर. विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट.
थैंक यू.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the last question. I now hand the conference over to the management for the closing comments.
थैंक यू। जिस तरह से कंपनी ने अपने परफॉर्म किया है उसमें आप सब लोगों का जिस तरह से ट्रस्ट दिखाया है और सभी शेयर होल्डर्स का, सभी इन्वेस्टर्स का मैं थैंक्स करता हूँ। थैंक यू।
Thank you, members of the management team. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of HDFC Securities Limited, that concludes this conference call. We thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your line.